Good morning. Please stand for the posting of the colors and the national anthem.
Post the colors.
Good morning. The theme of this year's 2019 Honors and Awards Convocation is Captivating the Legacy and Continuing the Mission. I would like to welcome you to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, established in 1873, Branch Normal College, Arkansas Agriculture, Mechanical, and Normal College, 1927, and the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, 1972. This morning, we're going to have a greeting by Ms. Jade West, class of 2020.
Sabaydi Kampua, Sanla Cern, Pranam, Pranchao. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Bendito sea el nombre del Señor. Greetings, good morning, and welcome to the Founders and Honors Awards Assembly and Convocation. This year's theme is Captivating the Legacy, Continuing the Mission. I am Jade Saichai West, a junior at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, majoring in multimedia communications from the capital city of Little Rock, Arkansas. I gratefully serve as Miss Junior for the 2018-2019 academic school year. I am also the 90th Miss University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff elect. Give yourselves a round of applause for your academic achievement, and please enjoy the program.
We will next have a musical prelude by the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff Vesper Choir. Next, we'll have the introduction of the speaker by Mr. Nikolai Knight, class of 2020, the president of the Honors Association of Carolyn F. Blakely Honors Program.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nikolai Knight, a junior here at the university, majoring in physics. I would first like to express my appreciation to the committee for allowing me to appear before you today. It is my privilege to introduce today's noteworthy speaker, the Most Honorable Shirley Washington, Mayor of Pine Bluff. Mayor Washington hails from a small town in Arkansas, where she was the second born of 7 children. Both her parents worked on a small cotton farm, but they understood the importance of hard work. My apologies, I could not hear myself. All right, let's begin again. Mayor Washington hails from a small town in Arkansas, where she was the second born of 7 children. Both her parents worked on a small cotton farm, but they understood the importance of hard work and the value of an education, which they instilled into all their children. Their children were also taught that the church and school would be their passport from a life of labor to successful futures as skilled professionals. This message was resonated and never lost. Despite a sixth grade level education being the highest achievement of both parents, they had the chance to witness all 7 children receive college degrees, entered respectable careers, and became God-fearing, law-abiding, and productive citizens. All her life, Mayor Washington has been a proud resident of Arkansas. She pursued each level of her education at in-state institutions, with a key highlight being the attainment of her Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education with a minor in English from the Agricultural, Mechanical, and Normal College. Mayor Washington had a simple yet potent goal for her life. She wanted to make a difference, to become a positive impact in the lives of the children in her community. How did she go about doing this, you may ponder? At a very young age, she realized that she had a gift for teaching. This gift, combined with a passion and love for children, made her a great motivating force in the classroom. Mayor Washington served the Jefferson County public school system for 38 great years. She is an avid supporter of her community and is active in several organizations where she serves in positions of leadership. She served as the president of the Pine Bluff Education Association. She is currently a member of Jefferson County Democratic Women, the Pine Bluff Beautification Facilities Board, the Jefferson County Board of Governors, and a life member of the NAACP, where she serves on the Education Committee of the Pine Bluff branch. Mayor Washington is happily married. She and her husband, Frank, are the proud parents of 3 adult children, and they enjoy 3 amazing grandchildren. Mayor Washington entered the political arena in October of 2015, launching an effective campaign. Her promise to provide strong visionary leadership and to be a servant leader propelled her to this historic election. This propelled her to the victory of this historic election. On January 1st, 2017, she became the first African-American woman to hold the highest office in the city of Pine Bluff when she was sworn into duty. Although Mayor Washington has a demanding task before her, she remains undaunted by the challenge. As she leads by example, she hopes to inspire and encourage others to join in and invest in our city so it can rise and flourish once again. Let's welcome to the podium the most honorable Mayor Washington.
Good morning, UAPB. It's so good to be here. So good to be here on a morning such as this. I'm a proud alumna of this great institution. I want to thank Chancellor Alexander in his absence. I don't believe I saw him this morning. I want to thank the faculty, the alumni, the student body, families, and all distinguished guests today. I want you to join me as we congratulate the incredible leaders and students, outstanding students, who are here with us today. As mayor of the city of Pine Bluff, I strive to build on the efforts of those who came before me and to build our city so that it can live up to its full potential. That's why this morning's theme, Captivating the Legacy, Continuing the Mission, means so much to me. At my State of the City address that was given March 16th of this year, I told a story. It was a story about a group of students who helped build the proud legacy, not only of this institution, but of our city as well. One day, in 1963, 13 students from what is now UAPB, but was then AM&N College, walked downtown and entered a store on Main Street called Woolworth's. They sat down at a lunch counter and asked to be served. In response, the waitress at Woolworth's not only refused to serve them, but she turned off the lights. For 3 hours, the students sat in darkness, refusing to leave until closing time. The next day, for about 26 days after, they returned. And as they returned, the numbers grew. Their tenacious efforts helped inspire integration of schools in our city and our area. Not only schools, but libraries, waiting rooms, restrooms, and hospitals. Those determined students came back again and again because they knew that progress in Pine Bluff is not limited to the privilege of a few. It is all of us, dreamers, doers, hopers, and strivers, who make our community great. It is because of the legacy of these students that we are able to continue our mission as a city. It is because of these students that this summer we will open the first public aquatics indoor pool that the city has had in over a generation. This would give students, children, citizens alike an opportunity to learn to swim, which they have not had over these years. It's because of these students that next year we will open a state-of-the-art library in the center of downtown, located at the corner of 6th and Main. It is because of these students that our Main Street is coming alive again with the ingenuity and innovation of the next generation of Pine Bluff entrepreneurs. Students from this institution have not only left a legacy in the civil rights history of our city, they have also transformed our understanding of science and technology in Pine Bluff, but not only in Pine Bluff, but around the world. In 1930, a young man whose name was Sam was born just east of Pine Bluff. He grew up in a small town in one of the poorest parts of our state. Until he was 14, Sam went to a segregated and crumbling classroom in a one-room schoolhouse. But Sam had big dreams. After he graduated from high school, he did what many young people do here today and will do. He applied to a school and saw a beacon of opportunity there, the flagship of the Delta, what was then called Arkansas Agricultural and Normal College, or AM&N, now UAPB. I will say it was AM&N when I attended this school. I was in the last AM&N class to graduate in 1972. When Sam reached AM&N, he took an admissions test. He studied hard, but his score was not high enough to qualify to enter this school. Heartbroken, he was told that he had to go home. But he reapplied. And when he reapplied, he applied directly to the former Dr. Lawrence A. Davis, who was the president of Arkansas AM&N College. He was so impressed, Dr. Davis was so impressed by Sam's ambition, his inquiring mind, and his determination to become a physician, that he admitted him despite of his scores. During Sam's senior year, he conducted a tour of the campus for Senator J. William Fulbright, who encouraged him in his goal of becoming a physician. Sam earned a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry in 1952. He graduated third in his class. After applying and studying in Fayetteville, Stanford, and London, he made a scientific breakthrough that would change medicine forever. He discovered new procedures for transplanting organs and transformed the world's first kidney transplant in 1972. Later, Sam transformed a kidney transplant on NBC's Today Show, resulting in 20,000 persons responding with offers to donate kidneys. This procedure has been done millions of times since and has saved countless of lives throughout the world. Today, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff honors Dr. Samuel L. Kuntz, with a biology building bearing his name. The NAACP and physicians all over the world under Dr. Kuntz with a broad array of awards and scholarships. Not only that, fellowships, bearing the name Samuel L. Kuntz Award. All of this came from a young man from a small town who everyone counted out. It came from a student who the world said wasn't good enough. But he knew the truth, that there were countless young men and women like Dr. Kuntz, and there are many of you in this room today, in this community today, who with the right training and support can overcome any obstacle, and you can do anything that you set your minds to. I remember being one of those students myself. I remember coming from the cotton patch. Everyone asked me how it should be pronounced, Gethsemane. Most people call it Gethsemane. But when we sit and read our Bibles, it's the Garden of, the Garden of Gethsemane. Coming from Gethsemane, a poor person, I wondered if I could make it through college. But then, yes, just as Dr. Kuntz did, I did. I went on to become an educator for 38 years. There were others who came from this school, like the late Ray Montague, who graduated from this institution in 1956. She had access to less technology than any of us. You have more technology than she had access to in that small device that each one of you own, that cell phone, that smartphone. But because of the skills she learned right here at UAPB, she helped to put a man on the moon. Today, with a state-of-the-art STEM center and excellent facilities and faculty from across this campus, the students of this institution are empowered with the skills and tools to build a stronger Pine Bluff and a better world. I encourage each of you to always walk with a vision and a dream of what your future will be and where you will be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. Always keep that vision and that dream alive, and know that you are attending one of the best institutions in the world. And I say that because there were 7 children in my family. Every one of us graduated from college with bachelor's, master's, and doctor's degrees and beyond. And our degree, those 5 of us attended this institution. 2, one went to Yale. I had other cousins who went to Harvard. I had a sister to go to Smith College in Northampton, Massachusetts. And there seemed to have always been a little link missing in them that was embedded in us who attended UAPB, AM and N. And I want to say that we got an education with a personal touch. I had a little help with that one this morning. Education with a personal touch. Education that was tailored just to our needs with that special attention that when you go to some of these other schools goes missing. A generation ago, Pine Bluff students sat at a lunch counter. They sat there seeking justice so that we can stand together today. I am honored to stand here with you this morning so we can continue their legacy and achieve a mission of progress for the years to come. The actions of students on this campus a generation ago are still reverberate in our city today. Imagine a generation from now what people will be saying about the students, you students in those chairs right now, about what you did here at UAPB. I believe that because of institutions like this one, we can create a community where young people have access to the tools of tomorrow and can achieve anything, as I said before, that you put your minds to. We have seen the power of young people in this campus in the past. We cannot imagine what the world would look like once you share your gifts with it. I look forward to what Pine Bluff will be transformed into once you all come and rise as the leaders of this city. I can only imagine which one of you will be the next mayor, which of you will be the next senators of the state of Arkansas, the next representatives, and who knows, I believe that the next governor of the state of Arkansas might be seated right there in those seats right now. Set your mind to whatever it is, believe it, I believe you can achieve it. Do you agree with me? I believe you will, you can do it. To everyone gathered here today, please accept my sincere congratulations and best wishes. I look forward to working with all of you as we make this city of Pine Bluff the best city that we can be, as you continue to develop your talents, as you continue to reach for the stars. Thank you so very much. God bless you. God bless the city of Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Thank you, Mayor Washington. Now it's time for honors presentations by Dr. Robert Carr. Dr. Alexander extends his well wishes and regrets that he's not here this morning. Dr. Robert Carr is the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs.
Good morning. You know, as I sat down and sort of gazed over the crowd, I tried to think to myself, are we at a celebration or are we at a funeral? I want all of the honorees today just to stand up for a second. Now, I think Jalen has the idea. I want all of you to turn to your neighbor and say, "Job well done." Now let's give them applause. It's important to recognize one of the reasons we're here, and we're here to honor over 300 students that actually made very high grades this past term. So that in itself is remarkable. The other reason we're here is to really celebrate the history behind the founding of our wonderful institution. And for that, we want to give Mayor Washington another round of applause. We've come to the portion of the program where we're going to bring some of our deans and directors up, and they're going to call out some students' names for scholarships. And we'd like to thank our alumni who donated in very substantial financial terms to make this happen for you guys. So in this order, we'll have the dean or representative come up. We have Dr. Janice Coleman, who is the dean of the University College. We have Dr. Masami Manoharan, who is the interim dean of the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences. We have Dr. Gloria Davis, who will represent the School of Arts and Sciences, and she is currently the Department Chair of Social Work. We have Dr. Lawrence Wapatu, who is the interim dean of the School of Business and Management. We will then have Dr. Pamela Russ, who is the interim dean of the School of Education, followed by Ms. Sheena Meadows, the director of the Carolyn F. Blakely Honors Program. And then we will have two additional presentations, one by Dr. Pamela Moore with the Office of International Student Programs, and then a very special presentation by Mr. Christopher Robinson, the Director of Recruitment. So at this time, we're going to invite Dr. Coleman to the podium.
Basic Academic Services, Model Orientation Assistant of the Year, recipient, Rachel Hanna. Freshman Scholastic Achievement Awards, 4.0 GPAs, recipients, Jacoby Atkins, Montreal Allen, Reagan Balton, Kaylin Brown, Jose Chavarin, Charla Cohen, Jayla Couch, Kevin Crompton, Tori Davis, Jordan Dilworth, Taisha Fields, Haley Gomez, Robin Gunn, Dadrian Hammond, Diamond Harris, Roshana Harris, Charm Henderson, Abigail Herron, Jennifer Hinosa, Kevin Holmes Jr., Alexandria Jackson, Brianna Johnson, Alandra Lee, Ray Ann Lewis, Allison Malone, Grayson Martin, Kennedy McCoy, Benjamin Overton, Zach Panizza, Tamara Rainey, Andrea Riera Salinas, Takia Robinson, Amara Robinson, Zadria Spencer, Destiny Stovall, Tambala Tatum, Janae Townsond, Zakiya Ward, James Ware. Freshman Class Service Award recipients, Jalen Sparks, Crystal Barnes. Trio Student Support Services Scholastic Achievement Award recipient, Taisha Ann Fields. Would you please stand?
Good morning. From the Department of Agriculture, Dr. Hazel and Mrs. Loystein Reed Scholarship, recipient Brent Thomas. Harold and Deborah Wald Scholarships, recipient Chinara Starland. J.A. Gordon Scholarship, recipient Jasmine James. Joe C. Smith Scholarship, recipient Elisha Hill. John B. Clark Scholarship, recipient Michael S. Ferrer. John Kuykendall Junior Scholarship, recipient Crystal Spratt. Louis Jerry, Nene White, Jackson May, Grayson Hamilton Award, recipient Taja Williams. New Hope AME Church Scholarship, recipients Melisha Walker, Brian Freeman Rhodes, and LaTaylor Rambert. P.S. Reed Award, recipient Kelsey Wilmot. Reverend and Mrs. York Williams Senior Scholarship, recipient Michaela Baines. Vernon O. White W. and Minnie White Family Scholarship. It was formerly known Louis Jackson and Vernon White Scholarships. Recipient Miles Mota. From the Department of Aquaculture and Fisheries, New Hope AME Church Scholarship, recipient Juan Ramos. From the Department of Human Sciences, New Hope AME Church Scholarship, recipient Lyrica Williams. O.R. and Irma Holiday Agriculture Scholarship recipient Candace Shaw White, Phyllis Flowers and Greenhouse Scholarship recipients J. Herman for the fall 2019 and Josna Jackson for spring 2020. William and Leven Feaster Award recipient Keontae Lewis.
Good morning. These scholarships are for the School of Arts and Sciences, and I'm going to read them and ask each one of you who have received a scholarship to please stand and stand until all of the recipients' names have been read. Thank you. Disclaimer, if I pronounce your name wrong, just forgive me. Thank you. Department of Art and Design Scholarship, recipients Tori Richardson, Javante Gonzalez, and Niall Loris. Elmer and Joanne Miller Scholarship, Javante Gonzalez. Henry Linton Scholarship, Jerisa James. Isaac S. Hathaway Scholarship, recipient Amara Ford, Thomas Harris, Destin Flanagan, Darian Summons, and Shalia Davis. John M. Howard Scholarship, John M. Howard Memorial Leadership Scholarship Award, Javante Gonzalez. Wingate Art Scholarship recipients Tara Stewart and Canberra Bailey. Department of Biology, Dr. Carl E. Hyman Scholarship recipients Patricia Borum and Devontae Carua. Irma Jean Bine Ames Scholarship recipient Jasmine Shavers. Fred and Archie Hill Harris Scholarship recipients Hopper Kane Moorhead and Shantara Johnson. Harvey and Adele Ross Scholarship recipient Khalil Illis. Golden Lion Academic Award recipient Rodney Tenzie. James and Warmedia Potts Anderson Scholarship, Britannia Jones and Jada Belcher. Lucy Johnson Scholarship, recipients Carrie Mormon and Tracy Jones. Odell and Alberta McCamey, Dr. Delana S. McCamey Award, Ashley Harris. Raymond Miller Scholarship, recipients Crystal Barnes, Brianna Johnson, Lizetta Rise, Jasmine Chappelle, Zaria Cooper, Chandler Wilson, and Leah Illis. Richard Eli Scholarship, recipient Samuel Edgun. Robert J. and Nellie Micken Scholarship, Rodney Tenzie. Roosevelt and Alberta Robinson Scholarship, recipients Rihanna Robinson, Genesis Morgan, and Andrea Rao Salinas. Rufus Kane Senior Award, recipient Carrie Moman. William Henry and Willie Lully Daniels Scholarship, recipients Dara Custis, Mikhail Cole, and Chandler Wilson. Thank you. Department of Chemistry, ACS Hart Land Grant Scholarship. Recipients, Catherine Shorter and Elizabeth Henry. Larry B. Cooper Scholarship, Mayana Dunn. Odell Thorns Senior Scholarship. Recipients, Janelle Nation, Ilana Collins, and Hudor Walters. Russell T. Bennett Award, recipient Rashana Harris. Bonnie Willingham Lee Scholarship, Nikolai Knight, William Henry and Willie Lou Daniels Scholarship, recipients Elizabeth Henry, Kennedy Leroy Charles, and Kennedy Weston. Department of English, Theater and Mass Communication, Edith Etherly Mays Scholarship, recipient Aaron Wetlaw. L.W. and Caruth E. Johnson Scholarship in English, recipient Autumn Staples. O.E. Jackson Award, recipient Trinille Ford. Sylvia L. Jones Scholarship, recipient Nayla Shepard. Department of Industrial Technology, Alvin Mays Scholarship, recipient Ari L. Duffy. Henry Jojo and Vivian Penniman Scholar Award, recipient Frederick Darden. Larry B. Cooper Scholarship, recipient Brianna Sparks. Department of Music, Art Porter Music Scholarship, Kendrick Kelley. Benjamin B.J. Johnson Music Award, recipient Kendrick Kelley. Chicago Alumni Chapter Band Scholarship, Miles Harrell. Drs. James Ara and Josephine Bell Music Book Scholarship Award, recipients Ariel Williams and Ina Walgerine. Dr. U.J. Dalton Scholarship, recipients Meosha Spragan, Band, and Davion Campbell, Choir. David Hodge Memorial Scholarship Award, recipient Lauren Henderson. Gracie D. Wiley Scholarship, recipients Aliana Turner and Deshae Rover. Harold S. Strong Scholarship, Carlos Valdez. Harold and Deborah Vaught Scholarship, James H. Jimmy McKissick Scholarship, recipient Darren Pickett. John H. and Worley Floyd Tate Scholarship, Gabrielle Williams. Lawrence A. Davis Jr. Choir and Band Scholarship, recipients Shakara Goins and Harper K. Moorhead Choir, Tia Rice, Brandon Fisher, and Jamar Dixon Band. Snowy and Tommy Brown Scholarship, recipients Jean-Pierre Morat and Amaya Jones. Shirley Jones Shaw Scholarship, recipient Jamar Dixon. Department of Social Work, Arnett Thomas Scholarship, recipient Ayanna Brown. B.A. and Gladys Turner Scholarship, recipient Jessica Miller. George and Zora O'Neill Scholarship, recipient Nautica Harris. Gladys Turney Finney Award, recipient Kiara Gray. Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences, McGee Family Scholarship, recipient Shanika Anderson. Department of Mathematics and Computer Sciences, Larry B. Cooper Scholarship, recipient Shadi Harana, Computer Science, and Tavius Anderson, Mathematics. Markel Bridges Scholarship, recipient Bradford House. Shirley M. Williams Scholarship, recipient Caleb Ramsey. William Henry and Willie Lou Daniels Scholarships, recipients Marcel Nuwana, Osita Sean Kulut Kujudika, and Jordan Wilworth, Computer Sciences, Tamaya Wellmaker, Reagan Broughton, and Wade Garner, Mathematics. Department of Nursing, Class of 1951 Award, recipient Taylor Brown. Dr. Fred Jones Sr., recipient Tanisha Phelps. Marine Jarrell Nursing Scholarship, recipient Ajah D. White. Selma and Zelma Staples, recipient Olawa Vera Cruz. William and Willie Daniels Scholarship, Zena Lane.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, from the School of Business and Management, the recipients are Corinthia Grant Harris Scholarship, recipient Kiara Ost. Please, as I call your name, stand up and remain standing until I'm done with calling. All right. The first person is Corinthia Grant Scholarship, recipient Kiara Ost. The Ray Cole Family Scholarship, Alexia Lewis. Equitable Foundation Scholarship, Jaden Wells. Fred and Archie Harris Scholarship, Quenisha White. Ari L. and Mildred F. Cross Scholarship, Nicholas Fremodic. Howard Davis Award, Jaden Wells as well. Liddell Hyman Accounting Scholarship, the recipients are Lidarian Ledbetter, Tashombia Lindsay, and India Norris. Mike George Buck Scholarship, recipients are Kara Ost, Alexia Lewis, Jalen Phillips. Snowy and Tommy Brown Scholarship, recipient Avery Jackson. State Farm Insurance Business Scholarship, recipients Cameron Gowley, Laurel F., and Nyla Riley. Sylvester Ali Memorial Scholarship, recipients are Talia Dilworth, Cameron Gowley. Thomas L. Stevens Jr. Scholarship, recipient Ladarian Ledbetter. Troy and Gladys Ali Endowment Scholarship, recipients are Talia Dilworth, Nicholas Fremodic, Doriana Neely. Round of applause for my students in the School of Business, please.
Hello, School of Education Award recipients. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Asa B. Meekin Scholarship, recipient Raven Nelson. Alma Roger Dalton Award, recipient Shakira Harrison. Booker T. and Marvette Williams Scholarship, recipient Melinda Joyner. Dr. Anthony Hobbs Scholarship, recipient Cameron Davis. The Calvin Johnson and Family Scholarship, our recipient is Andrea Boone. Class of 1950 Award, recipient Ariel Thomas. Clyde and Sally Tony Award, recipient Kaylin Marks. Azelle and Grace Branch Scholarship, recipient Zaira David. Harold and Deborah Vault Scholarship, recipient Eugene Garrett. Harris Family Award, formerly Dr. Herbert C. Harrison Family Scholarship, recipient Lorenzo Thompson. Henry Lake and the late Dr. Joyce Lewis Lake Scholarship, recipient again Eugene Garrett. James and Helen Bankston Scholarship, recipient Kaylin Marks. Jimmy and Vicki Hammock Award, recipient Kaylin Marks. John and Wilhelmina Epps Llewellyn Scholarship, recipient Danielle Hughes. Johnny B. Johnson and Mildred Johnson Award, recipient Lorenzo Thompson. The Katy Perry Award, recipient Shakira Harrison. O.T. Gordon Jr. and Norma Gordon Award, recipient is Cameron Davis. R.C. Childress Award, our recipients are Raven Nelson, Danielle Hughes, Belinda Joyner, Ariel Thomas, Lorenzo Thompson, Cameron Davis, Henry Webb, Ashley Jones, Diamond Compton, Jasmine Smith, Jolyn McClendon, and Raven Franklin. The Richard Ely Endowment Scholarship recipient is Eugene Garrett. The Robert W. Mark Scholarship recipient is Andrea Boone. Thomas and Mildred Bankskin Scholarship recipient again is Shakira Harrison. Wanda Bankskin's Thrower Teachers of Tomorrow Award goes to recipient Andriana Boone. Thank you all.
Good morning. So when I was younger, when I would go out, my mother would tell me, when we go out here, don't embarrass me, be quiet, and act like you have some sense. You all must have gotten that same message. This is a celebration. Let me ask you a question. Is your name scrolling here on this screen? Are you an honor roll student who worked hard to get your grades? Then stand up so that we can celebrate you. That's it. That's it. That's it. This is a celebration. Congratulations to all of the students whose names are scrolling, for we have a problem. That's a good problem. See, there are too many of you to name, or else we'd be here for a very long time, but we want you to have your recognition because you worked hard. So if you're the parent, a relative, a family, a friend of one of those students, you stand up as well to be recognized. Thank you. So at this time, I'll continue on with the scholarships. We have the Alumni Endowment Scholarships. When your name is called, please stand. Barracue Street Baptist Church, Candace Taylor. Bernice Berriman Award, Antonia Bannister. If you'll stand, because we have so many, let's hold our applause until the end. Corliss Lattimore Celeste Reagan May Scholarship, Clement Aguimain. Yulie Harris Award, India Norris. Etta Bates Award, Esmika Parks. J.C. Corbin Alumni Award, Sabrina McMurray. Kappa Alpha Psi Award, Rotarian Scott. Lieutenant Colonel and Mrs. Perry Brown Award, Kaylee Johnson. Lamb Family Scholarship, Dadrian Hammond. Marguerite P. Williams Scholarship, Kennedy McRuffin. Nettie Hollis Johnson Award, Alawumni, Veracruz. Paul and Hazel McKinney Award, Jaleesa Johnson. Robert Adams S. Trice and Brownlee Families Award, Abigail Heron. Southwestern Bell Alumni Scholarship, Timothy Brown III. Bearcue Street Baptist Church Scholarship, Latrell Caton. Dr. Charlie and Mrs. Janetta Nelm Scholarship. Recipients, Brian Doss, Jacqueline Spratt, Taranisha Smith, Micaiah Turntime, Tamara Knowlton, Ladarius Goodwin, Marjorie Martin, Deja Robinson, and Latasha Tyson. Dan and Melissa Fultz Memorial Scholarship, Kiera Prillo. Dorothy F. Bennett Scholarship, Rihanna Robinson. Eunice and Dorothy Williams Scholarship, Devontae Williams, Anthony B. Johnson Jr., Xadria Spencer, Junius Doss Jr., and Portland Allen. Let's applaud those students, please. You may be seated. We'll continue on. International Faculty Scholarship, Caitlin Haight. J.W. and Viessa Harris Memorial Scholarship Award, Taisha Fields. Lawrence A. Davis Senior Award, Mackenzie Bennett and Andrane Botas. Marion Barr, MD Scholarship, Deonta Allure. Robert H. Ferguson Award, Harold B. Hunter III. Townsend Park Alumni Award, Kia Barnes. UAPB 1991 NAFEO Distinguished Alumni Scholarship, Rachel Hanna. UAPB Pan-Hellenic Council Scholarship, Shanae Holsey. W. Nelson Talbert Memorial Scholarship, Corinne Ridgel. Our designated, thank you, we're moving to our next section. Our designated Alumni Endowment Scholarships are as follows. Alumni Golf Tournament Award, Nicholas Frigmadic. Arkansas Classic Golf Award, Dustin Manega. Chicago, Illinois Alumni Chapter Golf Award, Dustin Manega. Dr. Walter Littlejohn Golf Scholarship, Nicholas Frigmadic. Ella and Ellsworth Everett Award, recipient Sophia John Women's Track. Harold and Deborah Volt Scholarship, recipient Paul Reeves Football. Hubert O. Clemens Scholarship, recipient Wade Garner Men's Track. Irvin and Ruth Phillip Award, recipient Alex Boone Football. Vanis B. McHenry Award, recipient Jamal Foote Football. I would also like to recognize the students who are receiving Alumni Endowment Chapter Scholarships. I won't name the chapter, but the students are Joyce McClendon, Zaria Cooper, Alexis Butler, Andrea Ellis, Colin Branch, Cornell Jones, Anthony Willis, Kenneth R. Parker Jr., Carly Anderson, Kaylin Hooks, Jada Green, Jasmine Alford, James E. Ware III, Jakira Bird, Poconi Jackson, Brooklyn Colton, Kiara Hargrove, Chadrick Rice, Crystal Barnes, Zaria Tucker, Aaron Wedlow, Jessica Cawthorn, and Kiana Weathers. Let's applaud those students. There are also several students who are receiving Alumni Endowment Class Scholarships. If you are receiving an Alumni Endowment Class Scholarship, would you please stand at this time to be recognized? Thank you. And I noticed some of you have been standing multiple times this morning, so you've received a few scholarships. Our other scholarships include the Jada Lamb D Social and Civic Club Award, Clement Aguimain and Ashlyn Wooten. The Alpha Rho Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated Academic Excellence Scholarship, recipients Shalila Brown, Dalloway High School, Pashuar Grissom, Pine Bluff High School, Christian Carpenter, Star City High School, Kellen Camp, and Naja Johnson, Watson Chapel High School. Also, Alpha Rho Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, recipient Alexandria Slater. Delta Omega Omega Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, recipients Micaiah Goodlow, Samaria Jackson, and Naja Johnson. Epsilon Zeta Zeta Chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, academic scholarship recipient Deshabrian Williams. National Association of University Women Scholarship, Quiana Jones and Briara Williams. That concludes the scholarship presentations. Thank you.
We'll have we have remarks from Dr. Carr, and following Dr. Carr, honors response from Ms. Krishama Matalbert, class of 2019.
We have to digress for a second, because if you remember the first time I was up, I said Dr. Pamela Moore and Mr. Christopher Robinson would come for two special presentations. So at this time, Mr. Christopher Robinson.
Good morning. All the parents, students, congratulations. Alum, we appreciate you. Again, as we celebrate this day, students achieving goals, setting standards, and keeping those standards high. Again, we, as Ms. Meadows talked about, we want to celebrate you. And again, when these times come up, take advantage of those opportunities as well. I'm here today to talk about a new era at UAPB. We've had the opportunity to talk with our task force, our chairpersons, V.C. Martin, had a collaboration with our academic affairs and enrollment management, in which we were able to start our orientation program today. They say the early bird gets the worm, but somebody has to put the worm out there for the early bird. So today I want to recognize a few students that have come today to celebrate some of our scholar students that will be enrolling into UAPB this year. That will be future Golden Lions. It's going to be part of the family. So I want you to give them a warm round of applause real quick, then I'll call their name out and recognize them as well. So let's welcome them to the family. So again, within the last couple of months, in collaboration with Dr. Coleman and Dr. Brentley and BAS in enrollment management with admissions and recruitment, we were able to pull this together, and these students responded to the call to come out to start, well, first see where they're going to be next year, then also start their orientation and get their classes for the fall. So without further ado, I'm going to call their name and ask that you stand. Wave your hand since you're standing already. Gerard White from Watson Chapel. Gia Ederson from Pine Bluff High School. Marissa Bones from Pine Bluff High School. Austin Dunn from Sheridan High School. Infinity Washington from Dalloway High School. Robin Russell from Dalloway High School. Kiviante Booker, Dalloway High School. Anthony Williams from Dalloway High School. Alyssa Alley from Whitehall High School. Kobe Simpson from Central and Helena. Redasia Boyd, Lake Village High School. Sierra Wade, Lake Village High School. Lakeside High, sorry. Micaiah Goodlow from Pine Bluff High. Aaron Jacks from Little Rock Central. And I got a text at 4:30 this morning. Young man went to pick this young lady up from the train station. She's from Kenwood Academy in Chicago, Illinois. She arrived at 4:30 this morning. Akila Relaford. So again, let's welcome the new Golden Lions to our family. Thank you.
Good morning. The Office of International Programs and Studies is pleased to recognize recipients of our Education Abroad scholarships. These young people were recently designated, having met a series of requirements to demonstrate their readiness to travel abroad. As I call your name, will you please stand and remain standing? Ambrosio Rose, Cinnamon Gates, Demario Williams. All of these recipients are traveling to Guatemala. Caitlin Mason and Tanira Cooper. These two young ladies are traveling to London. And Debricia Everett, Sedacious Owens, and Taylor Johnson, who are traveling to South Africa. Please give them a round of applause. These students are recipients of scholarships due to the generosity of the following individuals and organizations who supported us over the last 2 years. Irma Cherie Washington and James Arthur Campbell, the Pine Bluff Jefferson County UAPB-AM&N Alumni Chapter, Dr. Paul Lorenz, Elijah and Helen Moore, the UAPB Foundation Fund, the Males of Color Initiative with assistance from the Foundation for the Mid-South. Our Education Abroad Student of the Year, I'm hoping she's here. She had an exam this morning. This young lady has made a decision to achieve fluency in both Chinese and Spanish by the time she graduates from UAPB. In 2017, she spent 8 weeks in an intensive Chinese program in China. In 2018, last year, 2017-2018, she did an intensive program in Spanish in Guatemala. This year, she's serving as an unpaid intern and is helping us to prepare a group program in Guatemala. And she was recently nominated for a full ride scholarship by the Chinese government, by the American Association of State Colleges and Universities. So if all goes well, we may not see her next year, but she'll come back to graduate. So please give a round of applause for Alyssa Smith, our Education Abroad Student of the Year.
Now I get the mic for the congratulatory remarks to all of our VIPs in this center section. Before we started the event, one of the professors came up to me and he said, Dr. Carr, he said, I want to give you one word, well, 2 words. He said, be brief. And so I'm looking at the crowd and I'm like, I'll just add 10 more minutes to what I was gonna say. That's a joke. Try. But I did want to talk to the students, our honor students, right here in the center, because I want everybody in the audience to understand why you are where you are. You're here because when Dr. Buckner or Dr. Wangila gave you an extremely difficult biology or chemistry assignment, you persevered. You're here because when Dr. Beard had you studying for the ATI instead of partying all night, you persevered. You're here because when Dr. Eggleton had you memorize 5,000 various species of fish, but only tested you on 2, It was a comprehensive test of those two. You persevered. You're here because when Dr. Colin and Mr. Duffy had you up all night working on a project in industrial technology, and you still had to wake up to make it to your 8 o'clock class on 2 or 3 hours of rest, you persevered. You're here because some of you have been to my office, and we've laughed together, we've cried together, I've listened to you, I've told you some things you wanted to hear, I told you some things you might not have wanted to hear, but you persevered. So for that, we congratulate you. Now there's another group of students that's in this gymnasium. You know, the gymnasium is not quite as full as I would like to see it. So I'm hoping that our faculty mentors next year will encourage their classes to come to this. It's very important for all of our students to understand what academic excellence is. And this is the epitome of academic excellence. So for the students that did come but aren't in the VIP section, the expectation is that you will be in the VIP section next year. For our new students, welcome to the Pride. But the expectations for you for next year is that you will be in the VIP section. For our students who have done what they were supposed to do, okay, this is what this celebration is about. It's about academic excellence. It's about not only celebrating the fruits of the academic excellence, but the processes and time investments that you've sacrificed to be where you are right now. It's about you being where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, and doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And for that, we congratulate you. Thank you.
Good morning, Golden Lions. I am Krishana McTalbert, a graduating senior majoring in political science. These last 4 years at the university have molded me into a positive young lady with a heart to serve. The first organization that allowed me to exercise my leadership skills and to come out of my shell was the Carolyn F. Blakely Honors Program, and for that I'm forever grateful. Today marks my last Founders and Honors Award convocation, and I am grateful to serve as today's student speaker. The Honors Program has helped me build my confidence while adjusting to college. I had the opportunity to serve as Miss Honors Program and represent the university while presenting research at the National Association of African American Honors Program. Through my matriculation at the university, I have also served as the junior class president, secretary of the Political Science Club, a member of Alpha Chi National Honor Society, a student liaison for career services, a member of the Union Programming Board, and a member of the Alpha chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, serving as chapter vice president and the Arkansas Undergraduate Cluster Coordinator, all while maintaining a grade point average of 3.9. I encourage everyone to get involved, to network, and to make the best of your days on campus, because these are the experiences that will help you along your path. As an incoming freshman, finding friends and mentors who will guide you on the right path may seem difficult. However, being true to who you are will set you apart. Remember that it's your own life experiences that makes you who you are and that will continue to shape you into the person that you will become. I am from Haiti, and as you all may recall, in 2010, we experienced a devastating earthquake. While that experience still has lasting effects, I use it to make myself stronger by believing that if I could survive and rebuild after the earthquake,
I could do anything. I adjusted to the American culture. I taught myself English, graduated high school with honors, and earned a full ride to this prestigious HBCU. And 2 weeks from now, I will be the first college graduate from my family and the first to continue my education. I am thankful for every milestone I've accomplished thus far, small or big, and you should be proud too. Some may think this is a brag session, but we should celebrate an achievement of ourselves and others. I want to send a very special thanks to Mrs. Sheila Meadows, who vowed to be my mentor since my freshman year, and Mr. Brooks, my advisor, who works tirelessly to ensure our success in the classroom and in our field. I am very appreciative of the Office of Career Services for my many internship opportunities. A quote that I live by is, work insane or remain the same. If you haven't failed at anything in life, you're not pushing yourself past your limit. Push yourself, work hard, and celebrate in your success without taking your eyes off the prize. Congratulations to all of the students who are being recognized today, and thank you again for this opportunity to speak before you. Happy Founders Week.
Thank you, Krishama. Now I'd like to recognize members of the Chancellor's Cabinet. You please stand. Thank you. Elected officials, Board of Visitors, faculty and staff. A special recognition to our family and friends who've come all the way for this wonderful occasion. And I would also like to recognize all alumni of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We stand for the retiring of the colors.
Color guard, post.
Demand permission to retire the colors.
Retire the colors.
Order. Arm. Post. Freeze it. Arms. Order. Arm. Right, face. Forward. Arm.
Please remain standing for the singing of our alma mater and for the academic processional.